guys, welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Chera. Thank you for joining me today. I'm still riding off the wave of 2019, so excited for this year, and I wanted to give you guys a couple of ways to do a total reset for 2019 with your life, your body, your organization, your planning, your eating, everything that you will need to have a total reset for 2019. I'm giving you 6 easy ways to totally reset. Let's jump right into the video. Step 1, home. I'm sure we all have a few places in our homes, our closets, maybe our garage, maybe your clothing drawer, somewhere in your house, maybe your pantry, somewhere in your house where it's just full of junk. It's just jumbled in there, it's cluttered in there. It is time to clean it out. Don't wait for spring cleaning to do your cleaning. Clean it out now. I recently cleaned out my closet a few weeks ago. I'm giving away a ton of clothes, a ton of shoes, things that I don't wear anymore. I mean, I even found things that still had the tag on them that I'm never gonna wear. So I'm going to donate them to Goodwill, probably sell a few as well. I'm going to sell mine on Poshmark. I'm sure you guys have heard of Poshmark. If you're interested, there will be a link down below. Totally not sponsored. If you have one of those rooms, now is the time to clean that out and do some good in the world. Donate somewhere. Give to a charity. I'm sure and you might even have a friend of a friend who might need some clothes. That will also make you just feel good. And when you go into your closet, you won't feel overwhelmed. I used to always just feel like this, oh, this is so much looking at me. I didn't know where to start. I would always say, oh, I don't have anything to wear. I had things to wear. It was just, I didn't want to go through it. So if your closet is a little bit more, if you minimize your closet a little bit more, keep some staple pieces, keep a few pieces that you really love, it'll be easier for you to plan your outfits for the next day, and you can see exactly what you have, so that if you have to go and add something to your collection, then you can just easily do that. Step number 2 is a social media detox. This is probably one of my favorites of all of the steps that I'm going to be offering you guys today. Social media can be addicting. In fact, it is actually addicting, which I'm actually going to be doing a video about this as well. I found that social media is actually a psychological addiction. So it is something that we all should do at least, I would say, once a month. I find that when I do my detoxes, when I say detox, I mean no social media whatsoever. No Facebook, Instagram, no checking, no responding, no anything. Take that time to just chill, relax, let your mind calm down. Because our minds are always running. We're always thinking about something, and if we're, constantly checking social media, that can be a lot on you, and that can take a toll on you. So I would definitely think about doing a detox. You can do a small detox, a mini detox for 24 to 72 hours. I usually do 24 to 48 hours. Of course, social media is a large part of my business, just like I'm sure it's a large part of yours as well. But it's important that you give yourself that mental break. It's only going to make you better in the things that you're needing to do in life and in your business. Step 3 is an email dump. Now, I personally have about 5,000 or more emails. I will insert a clip so you guys can see my phone. You know I'm not kidding. I have a lot of emails that I need to go through. I have a lot of unsubscribing that I have to do. And this is also going to benefit me in the fact that I get a lot of ads and coupons and things sent to me. And I'm trying to save some money in 2019. So I don't need all of that. So I'm definitely going to be purging my emails, getting rid of everything that I don't need. Of course, keeping the things that you do need, that you want to hold on to. But if you're like me, if you have over 100 emails, you definitely should look into doing this email purge, email dump. Every time I open my phone and I see that number of emails, it is so overwhelming, but I know that I have to take the time to do it. And I will admit it, I'm a procrastinator, but I really just need to sit down and purge my emails, and that is something that I'm going to be actually doing today as part of my 2019 total reset. Step 4 is what I call a whole body clean out, and it is something where you will actually take a bath for this. So you will fill your tub up with water, and you will sit in the tub for about 10 or 15 minutes, meditate, practice, maybe think about some goals and some plans that you have that you're wanting to implement in 2019, maybe some new habits that you're wanting to implement, and getting rid of all of the bad things that you don't want anymore. And the premise of this, the concept is that when you step in the tub, you're the old, you are your old self. And then once you go through your soaking process and you step out, you're cleansed of all of the bad and you are made new. So I really love this process. It's really, really, really relaxing as well. Soaking in the tub is relaxing as well. You can play some calming music, or you can sit in there in silence, light some candles, really make it a nice, comfortable, relaxing atmosphere. And then do your body clean out. Have some crystals around as well. And yeah, if you guys are going to do that one, let me know in the comments if you do that. I want to see how you feel after you do this. You're going to really love it. Part 2 of the whole body cleanse out is the visual part, and that is making a dream board and or vision board. I recently made my dream board. I'm still adding things to it, and I put it right by my bed, so that way when I get up in the morning and I'm getting dressed and everything, I could take a few minutes, look at my board, see my progress, see where I am, and also remind myself of what is it that you're really trying to accomplish this year in 2019. And I can say, having a visual and then actually visualizing it in your head, whatever you visualize up here is going to play out in reality. So make it a positive vision board. If you have maybe you're in a good financial place already, and maybe you want to have a family, start a family, maybe you want to go in a different direction in your business, whatever it is that you want to visualize and have for 2019. Find a representation of it and put it on your vision board. You're going to be so happy that you did, and you will start to see, if you believe in the things that you're putting on your board, you will start to see them coming through. I totally believe in the law of attraction. That's a whole other video though. But yes, make your vision board, get some clarity on what it is that you're wanting to do, and have fun with it too, because it shouldn't be something that's a chore. It should be something that's fun. Make it colorful. You can design it however you want. There's tons of videos on vision boarding as well out there that you can research. So yeah, that is step 4. Number 5, step 5 is a people dump. And I will probably leave to say that this is probably my favorite of all of them, because this is when you are actually removing toxic people from your life and also trying to keep yourself in more positive environments. Now, I know that if, maybe in your workplace, or, we can't control toxic environments. In most cases, we can't control it. I know for me, work can sometimes be a toxic environment. My day job can be a toxic environment. And I really work through that and try my hardest to keep myself in a good mental state. But as far as people, and that includes the people too. So as far as people, including family, any friends, anybody that's wanting to see you go down, anybody that is not on your wavelength, on your level, you need to kick them to the curb. Anybody that is not positive in your circle, you need to reevaluate that circle, because you don't need them in your life. They're not benefiting you in whatsoever. Now for family, I do understand that could be somewhat difficult. It's not for me. Everybody's different. But if it is for you, I would just start to maybe not totally cut them off, but just start backing away. Start making yourself less available. Start monitoring what it is that you're letting into your spirit, really, because that can have an effect on you and the things that go on in your life. So doing a people dump, so that goes for social media as well. If you have negative people on your social media, or maybe you're following someone that's always so negative, just cut them. Like, you don't need it. We're all about positive light. We're bright. We are winning in 2019, and we really need people on our team, in our circle, people that are wanting to improve and have goals for themselves as well. You need to place yourself around those types of people for 2019 and going forward, because it's really going to be the best thing for you. Our last step, we're here, number 6. Step 6 is a financial reset. Now, for me, this is a new one, totally new. This is a new territory that I'm entering, because I am in a place where I'm needing to get my financial life together, I need to get my shit together. Let me just be honest. I have some credit cards I need to pay off. I have a couple of loans that I need to pay off. I'm trying to teach myself how to save money. And when I was thinking about this part, I wanted to say, you know, I think it's a little bit harder for you, and you guys may or may not agree with this, but if you were not taught those skills growing up and then you go into adult life, it's harder for you to really have a grasp on how important saving is, how important money is, keeping your credit. Now my credit, it's okay still, but like I said, when you have high credit card balances, that's gonna kill your credit. It's gonna knock those points down. And I worked so hard to get my credit to where it was in the upper 700s at one point. So now to see it drop because of poor decisions that I made really is having an effect on me. And I really am just gung-ho about trying to pay off my debts. So if that is where you are, or if you have a similar situation, these are some ways that you can start your financial reset. And I did grab some of these ideas from Dave Ramsey, and then from just doing research, and then from some things of my own. And I will tell you how I'm following the steps, but I did make a little bit of changes to suit my situation. And that's the thing that you need to remember. You can follow somebody's guidelines and steps, but you need to suit it so that it suits your situation. So Dave Ramsey has a program called the Total Money Makeover. I listened to the book, totally enlightened. I love Dave Ramsey. He's so inspiring and positive and empowering, and I love that he's also faith-based as well. That is also that's a big plus. That's a huge bonus for me. And he has what he calls baby steps. There's baby steps 1 through 6, and I'm currently on baby step 1 and 2. Baby step 1 is to save your first $1,000 in your emergency fund, and then baby step 2 is to create a budget. Now, I would probably lean to say I'm not on baby step 3, but I'm making my minimum payments until I get to that point where I can. When I do have some money and things that will be coming in and over the next couple of months. So I will be able to use those funds to throw at some of my debt, but I'm really on step 1 and step 2 and just making my minimum payments to my credit cards and my loan. So by February, I will have completed baby step 1. And baby step 2, I already kind of pre-made a budget before I even started getting into the Dave Ramsey, but I do make a monthly budget, and I kind of find it's fun. It's like a little competition where I set a number, and I'm competing with myself that I have to meet that number because I don't want to go over. Now, my huge thing was I was going out a lot, eating out a lot, buying lunch every day, and those little bits of money, it adds up. I looked at my statement and I saw how much money I was spending, just wasting money when I could be, cooking more. I was being lazy. Let's just be real. I could be cooking more, making my lunch, and meal prepping. So some of the things that I have started to do is meal prepping, which meal prepping is life. I can do a whole video about meal prepping. I probably will. But if you're not meal prepping, you need to meal prep because it's life. I can't tell you how good it feels to know when I come home, I already have my dinner cooked. I can just put it in the microwave, and dinner for my kids too, because I am a mom and I cook for them too. So they have, my kids, I have raised them to be self-sufficient, but I'm not leaving them out in the meal prepping. So that's such a relief, because a lot of times I am mentally tired when I come home and I don't want to cook. Something might be frozen and then you have to wait for it to defrost. Maybe I didn't think ahead and take it out the night before, which used to happen a lot. And now I don't have to worry about that because the food is already cooked for the week. So that is something that I have done, and that has saved me a ton of money. I can say this month I have only spent on lunch 3 times versus I was probably buying lunch every day. So you say there's 4 weeks, 5, so that's 20 days. And then on the weekend we would get up, because it was a Saturday or a Sunday, and we wanted to go out and we would have breakfast, or we would go out, or during the night if we didn't cook dinner, we would order Chinese food or something like that. So that stuff adds up. I have saved a ton of money. Not that I had it extra anyway to be spending, because that's why I'm in this predicament. Like I said, just poor decisions. So that is really something that my financial reset has already begun. If you can relate to anything or that I just said as far as the financial piece, you know, really look at your statements, look at your bank account, see what you're spending, you know, make yourself a list your debts, and really should also really get that Total Money Makeover book. I will leave a link down below for that. I listened to it on Audible because I love Audible. Audible is also life. This is some of my few favorite things. Guys, it's a 3-hour book. Listen to it or purchase the actual book. I'm sure you can get it through Amazon. Read the book, highlight, do whatever you need to do, and get started on your journey to financial freedom. So okay guys, that completes this video. If you gained anything from this video, any value from this, please like this video and then please consider subscribing because it supports my channel. I will see you guys in the next video.